Yo, what up, what up, what up? Y'all heard the theme music. Y'all see these beautiful faces. Welcome to the Let's Get Canceled podcast. I'm your boy, Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly, lovable loudmouth.
And I'm Tommy with an H. I'm the voice of the people. I speak for y'all. Hey, yo, cousin.
What up, cousin?
You ready?
Oh, I'm ready. Let's get canceled. Yo, listen, man. Tonight, man, we got a quick and easy one for you, right? It's time to go to the comments section. This month, y'all have blessed us. I'm going to say that. Blessed us with your opinions on some of our opinions. And so we're going to highlight a couple of them, highlight a couple of these clips, and we're going to just talk about a little bit, answers if y'all have the question, and we're going to address it a little bit. But first, let me tell y'all, we got a fight coming up, cuz.
I don't want to see it.
I can't wait. All right. So make sure y'all stay tuned to our socials, man. Instagram, Facebook, TikTok. Make sure y'all are watching because we're going to tell y'all what the plan is for fight night. We're probably going to be together and we're going to try and work out the logistics and all that stuff. Since it's going to be a long night, we'll make it happen. You know what I'm saying?
We're going to make it happen. Y'all make sure y'all watch along with us. It is November 15th. It's a Friday night. So club's probably going to have it on, but have it on at your house. Get you a drink. Put us on and enjoy it along with us because it's gonna be a short night. Probably it's probably gonna be a short night. It's gonna be a short night than a lot of y'all think.
Hey, I hope it's gonna be a short night for Mike, regardless. But I hope it's because he knocked Jake Paul out, puts him to sleep. If he don't, I'm praying for him. Anyway, so we get all that stuff done. Also, at our last live, man, this past Saturday, man, we made a drink. And then we won, y'all. We won. We got one that we think Tommy likes. He said he would order it. It's a drink that he will order. We did that tequila old fashioned. So make sure y'all send your pictures. If you made the drink, send us a picture of what your drink looked like. If you didn't, go back and watch the episode, man, and make one for yourself and send us pictures. We want to see what y'all are doing at home. All right.
Yeah, let's see what your version looks like.
Right. So now tonight, cuz.
Yeah.
We're going to go to these comments, bro.
Yeah. And you know me, I'm normally an advocate for not going to the comment section. However, being this is our show, I have to go in there and see what the people have to say. Right. So, yeah, let's go ahead and see how the people felt about some of the things we had to say over this past month.
Well, this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to play the first clip, right? Mm-hmm. And then I'll show you the comments, and I'll ask you what you think about it, all right?
Okay. That'll work.
Check this out. What do you see is the state of today's women?
Independent.
Okay.
They are solely in a space because men, we act like we're okay with being alone. We're not. Women have found a way now to be okay with being by themselves. And that we men have done to them. We put the women in a position where they're okay with not needing us, and we don't make ourselves a necessity in their lives any longer.
I see you. I hear what you're saying. So look, man, this is what they had to say about it. They said he's right, absolutely right. I know y'all mad, but it's the truth. Many of y'all have shown us that we can't depend on you, so we don't depend on you, and now we're comfortable with it. Wow. Wow, that's a real one. Now, some of my fellas said false. They are not okay. Negative. I'm tired of taking the blame for the lames that have hurt women. Ooh. And then somebody said that you sound very weak.
I sound very weak.
Bro, now what's your take on that, man? Like,
hey, I said what I said. I stand by what I say. Now, sounding weak by calling lame niggas out, if that's what weak niggas do, I'm gonna be a weak nigga all day, dog. If it comes to me to tell a man that's not being a man to be a man, if that's weak of me to not let niggas just keep on fucking women over, if it's lame of me, if it's weak of me to say that shit, I raise my left hand and my right hand. I'll be the weak nigga. I'm telling you, I'll be that.
Well, look, I think it was interesting what she said at the top, at the very beginning. And that's from a woman who was telling us And I think one of the biggest problems for men is that we've turned into what we dislike about women. Women have forever been listening to other women to tell other women how men feel. And men are going, nigga, don't ask that chick. Like ask your nigga.
Right. And then when they hear from a nigga, they're like, oh, you sound like them broads.
Right. And so now we done switch sides. We done turned it around. And we have it. It's us two niggas is talking about what women need and what women feel. And one woman goes, hey, you're right.
Right.
Y'all, and it's a bunch of dudes who agreeing, who's saying, no, nigga,
that ain't it. That ain't it. But when the woman comes on and gives it to it, damn near exactly like I said, you've shown us that we can't depend on you, so we do not depend on you.
Right. And that's an indictment on us. And
100%. 100%.
We salute. I can't argue with that point. I think later on in that conversation, I did argue the point, but from another side, because I think I still stand on that.
Right.
I still believe that some of that is other women who don't have a man or men don't want to deal with.
Yeah.
And she has now tried to convince females who could be good women and good wives or good mates or good leaders, whatever they want to be, that they don't need a dude. And I still think that's wrong. So
yeah, and I think that's something that we will probably see a comment on at some point later on down the line.
Yeah. Yep.
But as far as that clip goes, again, I'm going to stand 100%.
10 toes down on that, huh?
10 whole toes in what I said. I meant it. And ladies, I got your back. Now, these niggas out here, they may hate, but it's okay. I'll take that for all of us. I'll be the advocate, because that's what we are here for anyway. We are here to try to help these niggas be better. So maybe these niggas will take that and start to realize, like, man, I need to change what I'm doing, because apparently even niggas see it, that we full of shit sometimes. So ladies, I'm here to help. Homies, guys, I'm here to help y'all too. Y'all might want to listen.
Nope. Anybody listening to you? and he's here to enrich and empower you. Everybody, I'm not here for that. I'm here for the shits. I'm just telling you, that's what I'm here for. All right, so look, let's look at another clip. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see here. There we go. Let's try this one.
I would say the reason that they're in that situation is other women.
Nah.
Look at that.
I'm going to tell you why. Let me explain to you why. That there was a small pool of single women who got really good at convincing other women that didn't have to be single that they should be single. You don't need a man for that. You don't need a man for that. And what you fail to realize is that relationships aren't necessarily about what I need from you or what you need from me. Relationships are about how we both can come together and be better together than we are individually.
Yeah, buddy. Now,
those are called bitter women.
And you know what? I 120% agree with that statement.
You have to agree with that, because
that's what I'm talking
exactly
about.
Who you were speaking of.
Absolutely. I am not talking about forward-thinking women. I'm not talking about necessarily independent women. When I say independent women, that's kind of like being woke. It has evolved into something else. It started out as something I believe that was positive. Women don't have to have anyone to take care of them in order to take care of them. I think they should be able to take care of themselves. I've got a daughter. I don't want my daughter to grow up to have to depend on a man. I want her to be able to choose one and to be able to rely on a man, but completely depend on her or else she's out of luck. Never. That's terrible. And that's who exactly I'm talking about. I'm talking about those women who are bitter. They've screwed up so much and they hate to see other females happy. And they jump in there and they're like, oh, well, I wouldn't put up with that. You know why you wouldn't put up with that? Because no nigga wants you. That's why. There, I said it. Nobody want to deal with you. Nobody want to deal with you.
Apparently,
if it was me, well, bitch, it's not you. How about that? You know what I'm saying?
But the women see it too, because again, when they can come into the comment section, it was like, oh no, he's talking about bitter bitches. They see it. they see it all. They see it immediately. Oh, I know exactly who he's talking about. And
Right.
most of you women probably know someone or a few someones that fit that mold. But again, Tech,
I said it, and I ain't taking none of it back. How about that?
hey, said what he said.
Yes, sir. Indeed, I did. So that was the clip I was talking about.
Yeah,
That's the
what you were
part I was
speaking of
talking
before.
about. Because don't get it twisted. I am all for women in general. I believe a woman should be able to do what did I say? A woman? I believe a woman should be able to do whatever she wants to do. Choose to be with or not be with whomever she chooses.
Right.
That
But I
being
think to
said,
your point in that initial clip that it's another woman telling some other woman
that's the
that
problem.
you don't need and you should not have dealt with or should not deal with. And again, I think in that clip, I was saying that, okay, a woman saying you don't have to put up with a nigga's bullshit is a little bit different than some bitter woman saying, you don't need no man. I'll pull your transmission for you.
But I disagree with you on that too. Because remember, I said yes, she does. Because I think in every relationship there is bull that everybody has to deal with from the other person.
Right.
And I think we got into the weeds before about what constitutes bull, and it's just like, well, this and then little that. And I think we came to an agreement that it's the idiosyncrasies that we have to deal with, but straight up like disrespect or cheating and all that type of stuff, neither party needs to have to deal with. But that ain't what your girlfriends be talking about. Your girlfriends be talking about, he did what? He snore? Babe. I couldn't be you. It couldn't be me. No. Well, it's not you, heifer. That's why it's not you. And that's why it's not you for everybody. How about that? Anyway, let's move on to the next. You got me in that again. I'll be all
on your way. On your way.
Yes,
I'm gonna let you go.
All right, so we going on to the third clip.
Yeah,
third
clip.
Third clip. How about this? Let's see about this one.
Just one of us could have done something. We've seen things happen. We heard about things happening, but none of us said, hey man, I'm taking you to go fix this. I'm taking you to go get this looked at, to get this checked on. So that's just as men. And again, because you can always have a woman that comes up and says, do it. Like I said, my wife is telling me to go and get that man, let that man put his knuckle in my asshole. Like she is telling me to go do this. And
it sounds so violent when you say it.
Is it not violent? Is it not violent?
It is. I can only imagine because I don't know yet. Thank God,
bro. Give you a couple years, but that's the thing. Like because I had my homeboy Moon and my homeboy Rick, like they're 10, 15 years older than me, and they would tell me about it, and they were like, "Man, it feel like somebody choking you," and they would give me these horror stories. So now I'm like, I don't think I want to do this. I don't think I want to do
this. Somebody gave us a heads up. Like this is what's funny to me. And I looked this up. It says they actually have a non-invasive home test, or so I've heard. Now,
they do.
They do kind of.
Because
I remember this. I remember after this show, you sent me a clip. After that person commented, you sent me, you're like, hey, oh boy, say there's a non-invasive home test or whatever. And I'm like, really?
And I think somebody actually texted me something also saying, hey man, Tommy, check this one out. And then I looked at it and I was like, I'm not doing this shit. So that's not gonna happen either.
Here's the problem with that. It was the one, and we don't have a sponsorship, but I'm gonna say it anyway. It's Cologuard.
Yes.
Now you've seen all these commercials, and I didn't put two and two together until later. I've seen those commercials. Y'all didn't seen the commercial, little white and blue box, little man, and he be running around like.
They're gonna send it to your house discreetly.
I searched this up and realized that this is a home poop test. So now it's either, and I think I know which one I think is worse, but I don't know what is worse, to play with my own poop or to have a man with his hand in my. I think both of them are horrible, and I don't think I want. Yeah, no, I don't. I can't do it.
And the thing is, the Cologuard though is not like 100% as effective. It's not as effective.
It tell you that
as the knuckling asshole. So just so because I got a lot of feedback from friends and people who watched the episode, and some people just sent me text messages, and there were some comments elsewhere, but I scheduled for 2025.
You scheduled?
I got myself scheduled for 2025.
Beautiful. Well, you know what? I got news for you too, because remember I was telling you, I'm like, I got some medical stuff that I got to work out,
Right.
and I need to go ahead and schedule. I'm scheduled for next week. I got to go take care of that. It's nothing major, hopefully. I
Get the
hope.
knuckle?
No.
You're not ready for the knuckle yet.
Not yet.
Okay.
I got to get over that. But I do have, like, I had an injury, and I've had some symptoms or something, and I'm just like, nah, I'll be all right. I'll get to it later on. But after, like, for real, after that conversation,
That conversation sparked the conversation with me, sparked the conversation in a couple of group texts I'm in with my guys.
right.
Just different people, different family members that I've been around who actually have heard people asking about the situation, and hey, you need to talk to Tommy because this is serious. And then so that conversation was definitely a good one to have.
Let's be real. We've got a family history of certain things that happen to in our family, and as much as you want to fight it, genetics plays a large part in your health today. So the best thing to do is, we'll joke about it a lot. Let's be real. We'll joke about it. We'll laugh and talk all the other stuff. But when it all boils down, your health is number one thing, right?
Number one. And we'll be stubborn, because I think that's genetically embedded in us also. That stubbornness and I'm
just
I'm
like
hoping,
that. Just like that man finger gonna be genetically embedded in your head.
Still got a couple months. So I got 2025. I got myself scheduled. I was not prepared to do it immediately, but
Hey y'all, how y'all go ahead and vote. Make a comment in the comment section. Let's see if we take a camera in there with Tommy with an H and when he goes in.
No, I've already asked. They said they can knock me out to do the procedure. They was like,
really?
Sleep ready. Yes, sir.
That I can do. That I'll do. Sir. But you know what the problem is? I've never been put to sleep before. I've never broken a bone. I've never done any of that stuff. So
I have.
I've had medicine that's supposed to make me drowsy and put me out. And I haven't been out, so it's
buddy,
I
got in there and they put the little mask over your face and they say count back from 10, and you get to 10, 9, you don't remember 8.
Yo,
you wake up talking shit. You just hope you don't say the wrong things to the wrong people. That's all it is.
Y'all, look, that's what I'm scared of. You ever seen them? You seen them videos of the people who still like half under? It's usually like after a dental appointment or something like that.
That's how I got mine.
Selling out, just.
I hope I'm not offensive to the nurses. That was my whole thing. My wife was just in there like, yeah, you woke up out your sleep, you started talking, and then knocked back out again. And
I'm so scared of that. Because what if I say, all right, so you always ask me why I don't open these or go searching down the rabbit hole for research for this podcast like you do. I'll tell you why. Because with my dumb self and the way my brain works, they'll put me out. I'll wake up and start talking as if I was one of the participants in whatever video you sent me down. And now I got a whole lot of explaining to do when I come all the way to. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, when you go under and you wake up, man, just tell them it's my fault. You can always blame cuz. I'll take it.
I know, nigga. That's what I do.
I'll take it, but I'll take it.
All right.
Me, I'm like, I know I'm not gonna say nothing that's gonna offend my wife, but she's gonna be embarrassed by me. That's gonna be the thing of it.
Right.
It's that she's gonna be embarrassed by what I say to other people, because I say a lot of things about people to my wife because I can in a safe space. Right. And just the fact that I'm going to be drowsy enough and look up at some
other people,
and see other people. I might tell other people things that I keep to myself, because I say a lot of shit, and that's the thing. I say a lot of shit, so just imagine the shit I keep to myself. Oh boy.
Here's the problem. My wife knows that I'm like, she doesn't. I don't think she gets embarrassed, but I don't do half of the stuff you do. I don't say half of the things you say, not out loud ever. You understand what I'm saying? But I do, and I do a lot of. But I'm mean. She says I'm mean sometimes. And I say, like, today I was in the restaurant and I was just like, and I'm ready to go before I cuss this little boy out. You know what I'm saying? I was in the subway and he was pissing me off. So, but it's stuff like that I try to keep myself. But all in all, guys, listen, we're fellas, we're men here. All we do is just talk about stuff we do. And in reality, whatever you need to check out, that thing that's been hurting you for a while, or that thing that you've been worried about, that little thing that you didn't know what it was, but you don't think it's nothing,
go to your doctor, man. Go
take
get
care of
checked out.
yourself. If
And
not even
whatever
for
the
yourself,
recommendation,
do it for your family. Do it for the family.
right?
If
Whatever the
you want to do it for you,
recommendations
do it
are,
for
follow
somebody.
your doctor's instructions, man. All right,
Please.
all right. Whew. All right, let's get to the next clip.
Yeah,
Let's
let's
see
go.
what this is.
Let's go.
Let's see what this is.
I've had this thing for a while where I said, if it were not for women dating thugs, there would be no thugs.
True.
If it were not for women, guys, we wouldn't cut our hair, we wouldn't wash our ass, we do everything for women. So if that's the point, all the bad boys that the girls love, if they stop fucking with them and start fucking with the nerds, there would be no more bad boys. There would be no need for it. If they don't run after the niggas with the money, the niggas wouldn't go out there chasing money. They would try to be better men. So everything we do for women. So if that's the point, women, you are in 100% control of how men operate and how we move.
So this one got a lot of feedback. One person said, you're talking about little boys and girls, not men or women. And then somebody said, this sounds like a softer version of blaming women for how men act.
Mm-hmm.
And it also says, and that's the downfall of our community. Boys followed their mom, turned to men following after women. How can a man lead himself and others being led by the mindset of a woman? Men obey God, not women. Amen. Now, I hear you. Mm-hmm. Let me get to the other comments first.
Okay.
It says, correction, women adapt to the environment. Now, let's stop right there. Let's stop. Because I am seriously concerned. If she's saying, and this is the problem. You're saying that men act in a way to attract women.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever they find that works, that's what they're going to do.
That's what they focus on, correct.
And that person is saying, actually, women see what men are doing and they adapt their desires to that.
Which is insanity.
This is absolutely not a same person who watched something from our previous clip, one of the women from the previous clip, because that, to me, that contradicts the whole independent thing. Like, women don't need a man, but then you need, which one is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's confusing on many different levels. Now, your boy who said, I'm saying your boy, but I don't know.
We don't know who this is.
You're saying you're talking about little boys and girls, not men. And then it says a softer version of blaming women for the way men act. And what I want to say to that is, yeah, you're right. I didn't know it was soft.
I understand what he's saying.
I didn't know it was soft. I thought we were being very blatant with blaming women for that. Right. And so I apologize on behalf of the Let's Get Canceled podcast for being ambiguous.
If I didn't say it harshly enough.
Right. The idea is, and I'll let you go ahead and speak because this was your topic. We talked about this before. But I think that what we were trying to say, at least from my point of view, was men adapt their behavior to whatever is going to attract women. Mm-hmm. So the first time I sagged my pants and girls went, guess what? Me and all my people is going to be sagging our pants now because I just went back and told them like, yo, I pulled this bad chick and I just had my pants down halfway. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of stuff that we do. Go ahead and preach.
But that's always been, and I think that was how it all started out, was men do based on what attracts the women. Right. We would not do any of those things if it were not going to get us the woman.
Right.
And I think that's where, like, that was the whole point of it all. So I'm really not sure what the soft part of it being. I blame, and I think that's something that was commented on at some point in another one of the comments.
Well, the other comment here is, so it's all women's fault. And then somebody told you to preach, ain't worry about no women, ain't wash my hands in days. He said, I'm playing though. I got a shower, or do I?
Hey man, man. That's Jimmy Carr, man. He's a comedian down in the Tampa area, man.
Okay,
So shout out to that dude. But
Salute, homie.
seriously, but blame Jazz. She asked, "Oh, you saying it's 100% women's?" Yes, I think I said that.
Right, why are people on here commenting like they're tiptoeing around it? Like,
because they want to make sure I'm like, are you seriously saying that? Do you really mean that? I said it, and then I clipped it and posted it. So
right, what you think?
Like a lot of times people like think before you speak. Like I always think before I speak. I just say it anyway.
Tom, this is why you and I started this podcast, and why I wouldn't want to do this with anybody else, because I do think before I speak. I think it all the way out, and when I say it, I meant it.
I just say it anyway.
And very, very, very rarely do I misspeak. Very, very rarely. I can probably count on one hand minus a few fingers. But so we think about it and we know what we're trying to say.
Yeah.
That's why I like you, because you know what you're trying to say. Do I agree with it? I don't have to.
You don't have to agree.
You know what you're saying. That's the point.
But I meant it when I said it. So that's the thing. Like, yes, I have said this. And again, I think I prefaced that at the beginning of that statement. I've been saying this for years. This is something that just came up with me in my old age. I realized this when I was a kid looking around, like, all these niggas out here have changed their hair because the girl liked that one nigga over here with that hairstyle. And not everybody's going after this nigga. Like, oh, these niggas is running behind what,
and it's not new.
Like. It's
not new. Back in the day, Frankie Lyman's he done put his hair to the side. Now every nigga got
Everybody got live.
Ooh, wow, ooh,
right.
Wow. Come on.
Right. When the girls start fawning over the niggas at the corner that was singing the doo-wop.
Yep.
Now you got 1.5 million. Where you think Motown came from?
Right.
Because the chicks like when hey, what was that Sports Center thing? Chicks dig the long ball. You know how many niggas start shooting steroids up? Because chicks dig the long ball. Like, nigga, we're just trying to do whatever it takes to get some coochie.
That's the end of it. Like, y'all, I think y'all think it's deeper. Yet, here's the thing. Let's be real. Every real man, I believe, wants to share his life with a mate, with a female.
Yes.
But by that time, once we get to that point, we want to be our authentic selves and have her be her authentic self. Mm-hmm. And let's just be screwed up together. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But when we out running the streets and just trying to pull something, please understand that this is a facade. We are trying to do whatever you like. Hey, you like Jordans? Guess what I got? I got 14 pairs of Jordans. You like a nice car? Guess what? I done overextended myself. I make $15 an hour, but I got a $700 a month car payment. Like, this is, come on.
That's all really what it is. Because when you got cats out here getting clowned for having on poor people's clothing,
right?
The girls never liked the XJ900s. Me growing up, nigga, I was the Payless king, nigga. I had the XJ900s, the goddamn Pro Wings, nigga. I was
had the Shaq shoes, nigga. What?
Right, and the girls didn't like that. So then I learned how to sell drugs, and I sold me a couple of bags of weed, and then I was able to buy myself a decent pair of Nikes. And
I said, listen, bro, I said the same. I remember being at church. We did a fashion show at church, and we partnered with a store in the mall. And I was working, but I was really just doing that little piece of job to laundromat, because at a black household, you can't be selling drugs and just have a bunch of money. So I had a little job. This was my Burger King job. I went and did the fashion show, and I bought every outfit that I wore in the fashion show. I went back into the mall the next day and bought it. Why? Because I watched all the girls at the place like, ooh, when I came out there, gotta have that. Gotta have that.
Right.
But you only do it. Did I want to wear? No, I could care less.
Because when the girls started running behind back when I was coming up, like back in Tallahassee, it was bubblegum Nikes and Dickie suits. That was middle school. This was 7th, 8th grade. And it's bubblegum Nikes and Dickie suits. And every dude, regardless of who he was, who had a Dickie suit or some bubblegum Nikes, had a girl. I ain't had no Dickie suits. My mama wasn't doing it. And Dickies was cheap back then. Like now Dickies like $30. Dickies was it
Dickies was like almost off-brand.
It was cheap. But again, it didn't matter about what it cost for the kids. It was about the status of you got it and you got the whole fit. So, and my mother was like, I'm not gonna feed into that bullshit. No,
yours was khaki. Was yours like the tan?
They had the tan ones, the blue ones, and then I saw this white set, dog. It was this white set of Dickies, a white top, white pants with some dang on blue bubblegum nights, dog. I saw it. I just knew. I was like, man, I can get all of this right here for like $50. I was like, look at this.
That's back in the day when we had that sharp crease in the front of your Dickies, like straight down the
that razor sharp. But again, I wanted it because that's what the girls wanted. And luckily for me, I was funny. I'll just say that much. I was funny. I ain't get the ones I wanted, but I got hey.
Yo, well, speaking of females who tend to not agree with us at all.
Good boy.
Check this out, right?
Is that you need to be able to understand all aspects of me. Like I said, present day, I'm dating. I'm not in a relationship, but I am dating. And I would love for that person to be able to see the version of me that's on my podcast, the version of me that's on social media. That person is on my close friends on my Instagram.
And for
the nonsense that I post on my close friends.
For a logical man, yes, it makes sense for him to be there. For a woman, like I said, it's only 7 of y'all. 5 more after y'all. Why would you do that? Why would you put yourself
like
through
that?
That?
Logical is what I'm hearing.
Women?
Is that what you're saying?
Women are illogical?
Women are illogical. You like dudes. Just say you like dudes. Because I bet your homies get both sides of you.
That part.
No. They actually don't. They actually don't. No. They actually don't. There's no homie of mine that's gonna get the soft side of me. There's not gonna be a homie of mine that's gonna get the it's okay.
Look at them crazy.
No. They don't get that side. Hey yo, subscribe to our YouTube channel, the Let's Get Canceled podcast. Love y'all.
So, if y'all don't know, those are our sisters over at the Melanin Mindset. Number one, if you are not subscribed to the Melanin Mindset to watch them, I do not know what you are doing with your life. You need to get over there. But every once in a while, we call them up and have them come over and kind of keep us straight because we're dudes and we only know about being dudes. And these are the two most level-headed Black women that we have readily available to come on and talk.
That's willing to talk to us anyway. That's willing to talk to us anyway.
Right.
But the fact that they came into the comment section to keep that argument alive.
Yes, God.
And
that's
then,
hilarious.
And then they were there when I said what I said. And they come in here and misquote me.
They did. They said things women aren't all that bright. Now, I did not hear you say anything about being bright.
At all.
Our response, right? Of course. Logical? Not so much. And that gets us right back to where we're at. Their response to that is so women can't be characterized by or capable of clear, sound reasoning. Got it. You know we love a good definition.
Man, I'm not bad. I'm not mad at their definition, but
I am. and I made it known during that episode that I didn't, because at one point they said something about being soft or being vulnerable equaling being soft, and I said, yeah, that is how is that? And they went to their definition and then read back to me from their dictionary what it was, and then tried to switch dictionaries on me. Remember?
Right. I'm going to go to the Urban Dictionary.
I'm not urban. No, I'm not urban. I live in the suburbs now, baby.
you know.
But I'll tell you this much: if y'all didn't watch that episode, listen, y'all need to go back because there's another. That one we ended up having to cut short.
Yeah, there's another piece to that episode.
Oh my God.
I don't know when I'm gonna drop it, but I'm gonna drop it.
There's a whole another 40 some odd minutes of that. And then
chaos.
there's another 30, 40 minutes not recorded that we just kept going. They came in to the Lions Den, and those Lions kind of kicked the butts of our you know what I've learned?
Because we were not. We got the wrong guys. We picked.
That's where I was going. I'm like, our guys. When we talk to them, it's really easy, and they have very good points and valid. When we put these girls in front of them, boy, they clam up, don't they?
Yeah,
like they can't fight back.
Like they'll sit there because we were not supposed to speak on that episode. We were supposed to ask the questions and allow them to have their discussion. But once we realized, and I think the same thing happened with the Battle of the Sexes episode.
It did. Oh
is
God.
Once they stand in front of these women, they're afraid to say what they have to say. And I think that's one thing with us.
Because when you say what you have to say, those women go off
and they jump. Right.
Snap.
But
and we got to, number one, we got to run that back. This season we're going to do another Battle of the Sexes.
It is coming. Like we may have to. It may end up being the Valentine's episode.
Oh yeah.
We may have to record that one and put it in the tuck somewhere. But yeah, that's going to be run back. I saw some of them this past weekend, and yeah, they're clamoring for it. The guys want some get back, but the girls are like the women that I spoke with this weekend were saying we ready to eat the niggas alive for real, because we did not get to say all we wanted to say, and I was like, well, goddamn.
Listen, right. If that was not all, what I really want to do, I want to get the Melanin Mindset girls in the building. I want to get some of the originals in the building, and I want to bring the original guys, but I need to bring in some more guys.
No, we got to have a different set of guys. We got to have a different set of guys. I know a couple of them that I will continue with, but I know some of the ones like I talked to Leo. Leo was like, man, can we just have a white woman, please? And if y'all don't know what I'm talking about on that, ooh, y'all need to go check it out.
Go back and check season 1, because boy, oh boy, I wonder if the girls gonna show up with their championship belt.
I hope they gave my dog back his belt, man.
I hope they didn't. He don't deserve that back. Come on, now, stop. He don't need that back.
I hope they gave my dog his belt back, man.
He had a whole promo video to come out. Anyway, but listen, what I am saying, what they were saying is, or what we were saying to them. I don't think that women in general operate rationally. I think they operate primarily emotionally. And when they operate emotionally, rationality does not come into you. As a man, if I'm trying to be rational or logical and you're being emotional, it's very hard to have a give and take, because you're going off of the way something made you feel, and I'm going off of the way something actually happened. So there is a middle ground, and logically there is a middle ground, because I can acknowledge that what I did actually made you feel a certain way. The problem is it needs to be reciprocated, where you can say that, well, I felt like it happened because of this, instead of saying it absolutely happened because of this.
Right. And that's
where the thing can mix up.
In most conflicts with men, it comes because one of them leaves logic behind and goes to emotion. And what happens is he was like, man, stop acting like a bitch.
Yep.
That's what happens oftentimes in conflicts with guys.
But you know what? When he says that, that man snaps back into logic and goes, what did you call me?
Right.
And now we've got
to move, because I step on your foot and it's my bad, bro. And instead of logically, okay, he didn't mean to do that, you go on emotion.
Yep.
And it was like, man, you acting like, oh, and then it turns into a thing, because the logical man says accidents happen. All right, bro. We can talk. Let me buy you a drink, bro. Because the rational, oh man, I did something wrong. Let me go ahead and diffuse this. Right. And rational, you all good, bro. Move it on, man. Hey, man, you all good. But nah, you turn into the woman, and then conflicts happen. So,
and that goes back to these dudes being soft and acting like females.
Right.
And I really want to start saying, like, when you get into those situations, this is why I don't go to clubs, Tom.
I don't blame him.
This is why I don't, because one of a few things happen. Either something like that happens and my logical brain goes, my bad, or it happens to me and I go, no problem. And then you decide, because I've acquiesced and I just assume that it was no problem. Now I got to show you that I'm not soft. And then it escalates, and it goes all to that. And I don't have to.
I'm fully aware that I don't have to,
but
sometimes I want to.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And me, like back in my club days, like I really never had any problems because I was always with 100 niggas. So I would like you said, I got a lot of friends. I got a deep root. Like we've gotten old now, and we would most cases we wouldn't even make it to the club. A lot of cases we end up drunk, passed out at the house, or just inviting people over to the house. But when we did go out, it would be your crew connect with my crew, connect with this crew, connect. So now we deep. So any problems anywhere, this ain't what y'all want. I'll give you a quick story. It's my 25th birthday. Going to a club in Tallahassee called the Top Flight.
Yo, what up, man? It's your boy Big Tech Dog, your favorite friendly level loudmouth. Hey, make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube page. All right? Peace.
It's my first time being in Top Flight legally. Top Flight was 25
Is there any other club in Tallahassee?
Oh,
that's the only club I've heard about.
Tallahassee, because that's the only one that matters.
Got it.
Like Tallahassee is basically one big club for real. But when I was my 25th birthday, go in there, got on this little blue shirt, me and my guys. I go into the bathroom. I come out of the bathroom. There is a full-on brawl happening in the Top Flight. I had never seen a brawl in the Top Flight before in all the years I've been going there. I went there, started going there years before with Kate. I come out of the bathroom, it's a full-on brawl. I run over to my table like, yo, what's going on? They were like, they jumping you. Huh? I come out of the bathroom.
Oh, snap.
And I finally get the story after, because I have to go in and break up this fight of them niggas jumping on me. I got to go break up this fight. And it's a set of my niggas fighting another set of my niggas. And I'm like, what the hell happened? So the story goes, when I walk into the bathroom, my homeboys see this other dude that they don't like. He got on a blue shirt that looks like mine.
Got it.
So they sock this nigga out and they stomping on him. Fats sees them stomping out a nigga in a blue shirt.
Oh, yeah.
He tells all of the niggas that I'm with, they jumping on Tommy. So then my other niggas go over there and start stomping them niggas out. So it's a whole brawl going on in this place. So when I walk out of the bathroom and I'm like, what the? They jumping you, dog. Like I say, I don't go nowhere dolo for real. and this when I realized like my niggas love me for real. I ain't even got to be there. And they gonna handle it. But dog, it was like the funniest shit. I was mad because I was that night, but 25th birthday, bro. It's my birthday.
That'll do it.
It's my birthday, man. But I'm talking about we outside, and I'm finally telling my home like, nah, that's my niggas. They're my niggas. Nah, that's my. I'm telling my homeboy. My homeboy's like, nah, man, that nigga kicked me in my face though, dog. like it went down in that joint. My homeboy Fats, he outside trying to fight another dude. He done swung at a nigga, done threw his keys. He was my ride. We don't have no ride home.
Fat threw the keys of the guy who was your ride.
No, Fats was my ride.
Oh,
Fats,
okay.
Fats trying to swing on the dude with his keys in his hand. Keys go flying. We don't know where the hell the keys are.
That is quintessential. like y'all don't know this dude, but like I haven't seen him in forever, man. Like if you see or talk to him, bro, tell him I said what's up.
He is in Dubai, man. He is in Dubai teaching, right, man. Things that. Bro, we had some days, but we are some grown men now, man. We are full on adults.
All of that, every bit of it, bro. Like I'm so happy for any of my niggas who doing good things, man. Because we've been in some gut bucket, dirty areas, and then
situations. We've been through some situations, but yeah, it's just like one of the things. Like I say, I got a circle of people that I'm around. That's gonna always. So when I'm at the club, I pretty much felt in my day like. We the untouchables in here. We are the untouchables. I don't bother nobody. We don't bother nobody. But if it has to go down,
it can.
We are gonna leave unscathed.
Yeah, well, I didn't have that, and I usually go with me or like me and a couple. Just like literally, the biggest I've ever been was with me and the crew from Fourth King when we was in there. So it was me and Big Manny and the other dudes. It did turn into a brawl, but that's a story for another day. But,
Yeah.
but what we were trying to get at, everybody, is that it's men's emotionalism and women's emotionalism looks different. So
Right,
if it ever gets to a point where men have to be emotional, it's almost always going to be physical at some point.
Yeah, indeed.
Women just want to argue emotionally, and it just is ridiculous. Anyway, let's move on to this next one, man.
Yeah, we got more.
Yeah, here, check this out.
Focusing on where the women's side with this and the accountability portion. They say a woman can't raise a man. There are things you can't teach the man, but you can raise him. And that's where we miss a lot, because people saying you can't do it without a man. There's a bunch of them that have done it without a man. However, there are things that he will need to learn from a male figure. But you can raise a good man, but you do need to teach accountability. And that's where a lot of mothers fall, because you're either holding things against him because of his father, or you're trying to hold on to him because his father left. So you're trying to keep him close, and you coddle him and you don't teach him accountability.
And then you end up with a yes queen. Hey, I just want to point something out real quick before I look at the comment on this. If you notice, I mean, if y'all don't know, I don't know. We do not discuss in depth what we're talking about beforehand. So if you look at my face while Tom is talking, I'll be like,
hold on,
where's he going with this? But I stand by that 100%. Let's look at this comment. This comment said, my grandfather was my male figure. Great man. Salute, rest in peace to your grandfather, Mr. B. Dot. And then he's like, facts. I'm one of them who needed my father in my life more. I can salute that. Now, this says, yes, queen is a no.
That's a no, Tech. That's a no.
Whatever. From a woman speaking, I did a great job raising my son. He understands accountability and responsibility. My son had many male figures in his life, but my son seen what life was like with his absent father and the men who stepped in during different phases. It has to do with guidance and vision, as well as mental stability from the mother to create the world that is viewed by the son/young man. Now, I'm going to let you loose on this one.
No,
however,
that's yours.
Before you do, I do want to say this much. We just finished talking about women responding emotionally.
Mm-hmm.
She heard what I said and then responded emotionally, because what I said was women replace some women who are wrong, put their sons in the place of a male in the household prematurely or wrongly. They need male figures. And she went on to describe exactly what I was saying, but then said it's a no for me. Yeah. It's not a no for you, sweetheart. It's a yes. You agreed with everything I said.
It's a yes.
It's a yes. I did not say at any point in that whole conversation that a woman who raises a young man without a father in the home creates a sweet young man. That is not what I said. What I said was, when you try to coddle a son without any male figures around, then you end up with you describe what I was saying needed to happen, yes, but then still disagree with me.
Yeah. So
how is that possible?
That is because your comment of the yes queen,
it's triggering. I understand.
Fully and wholly, because I didn't raise one, so you're wrong. And what ended up happening there was everything that was said before that. It was like that. It's like that but statement. You can say a lot of things, then you say but. So everything before that but just it doesn't matter anymore. That's pretty much what happened in that. Everything that was stated up until that yes queen part didn't even matter, because you said what you said. And then what ends up happening is they go back and they reinforce everything that was said before that. But you started this mess. talking about them Yas queens.
So I'm wrong for agreeing with you. That's what happens. That person and I agreed with one another. Almost 100%.
Almost. But that they say 99.5 won't do. 99.5 won't do.
So what is amazing to me? It's baffling.
But it goes right back to what we were saying before about the logic.
Right. And this is, I know we're in election season, but this ain't an election debate. Like, we both agree that you said before that a man, it's wrong to think that a woman can't raise a man. And we agree on that point. We're saying that there are plenty of men, real men, who have been raised by single mothers.
Yes.
And it's important.
That was stated.
Right. We're just saying that it's important that there are strong male figures around, and that you're open and honest with your son, and don't try to prematurely put him in a position that he's not equipped or ready for. And we both agree.
Accountability. And
yes.
And that was, and you notice all of the points that were made before were made in her statement. Also, all of those points. The male figures, the teaching accountability, all of those points that we spoke on before were in her, but it's a no. And you're wrong because he wasn't.
That Yas queen made me feel some type of way. So everything that you said is wrong, even though I believe, and I'm saying everything that you said.
100%.
Emotional.
You see it. You see it. So Melanin Mindset.
That wasn't from the Melanin Mindset.
I know. I'm just talking to them right now, based on based on their question from earlier.
They said that here's the other thing, and I don't like that. I don't like, why is it that if a man doesn't agree with the way women do things, that all of a sudden he don't like women?
Yeah, you like
that's cold-blooded. That was cold-blooded. Godly.
But the thing is, we don't
wait. I don't like the way my car is running. Oh, you must just always want to walk. No, nigga, I need a tune-up, nigga. That's all I'm saying.
But here's my thing, and again, I'm gonna just go back to my old self.
Uh-oh.
Women don't even like women.
Yeah, you're right.
When you're talking to women, why don't you have any women friends? Oh, they messy. Them hoes always right. They always got something to say. So y'all don't like women, and then you expect us to like everything about women. See, what we do is we allow women to be who they are enough because we like coochie. And we'd much rather, my quote is, the world would probably be okay without women, but it would be a pain in the ass, literally. We might be okay, but it'll be a pain in the ass, literally. You dig me? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, snap.
And I really don't mean that, but I think it's funny. But
oh
seriously,
my God.
But seriously, like, we understand that there's a lot of things that women are gonna do that we're not gonna like, and we think is crazy. But it's not because we don't like women; we just think it's crazy. But we're willing to put up with it so that we can keep this world moving along. Come back. You gotta get back in. You gotta get back.
Oh, okay. All right. Let's move on, man.
But that's one to go. That's one to go though. That's what. Hey, it'll be man, it'll be all right, but it'll be a pain in the ass.
Oh man,
literally.
Oh man, I'd be celibate. Let's go to the next clip, bro. We running long. Let's go. Oh my God. These mamas would start realizing that their sons are their sons and not their mate.
Well, not their boyfriends,
because daddy is gone. So now you the man of the house. No, he's not. He's
right.
12. He's 12. He's not the man of the house. You know what I'm saying? If you need a man of the house, you need to go find you a man for the house.
Let kids stay in the kids' place. But that's one of the problems is you're the only male in the house. Now you're the man of the house.
Let me tell you what's going to happen. And this is why this goes to. Okay. So we got a female who said, I 100%, I agree 100%. And my dude say facts. Then you got more agrees. And then this person says, after my husband passed away, I was hell bent to ensure that my child got to be a child. Just because he is a boy doesn't mean he needed to grow up faster than his sisters. He is my son, my child. And that right there is exactly what we were trying to get across in our statements.
Right.
It's
and
just the fact that,
first of all, condolences to her and her family. Like,
absolutely.
But I think I made a comment back to her on the side. Like, I definitely want to send condolences out, but I applaud your efforts and your diligence to make sure that your son was able to be raised as a kid no faster than his siblings. And like that is one of the things that you were trying to make the point of. And I think you did make that particular point. And I was cheering the whole goddamn time you were talking that one, like, yes. Like, bro, like that one, there was no pushback on that. And we pushed back on a lot of shit with one another.
Right.
But for that one, it's 100%. Like, there is no reason for a little boy to have to be the man at any point just because his father's gone. Like, father, you're an asshole for leaving, but mom,
and I
you
want
don't have to do that to him.
I was going that route. I was getting ready to go there with you. Like, please understand that we collectively feel that that daddy ain't shit.
Right.
He ain't nothing. Like, if he left, now I'm not talking about y'all split up. Like, there are households where mom and daddy can't get along, but they co-parent quite well.
Right.
We salute that. But we talking about these daddies who leave and mamas who decide, okay, well, your daddy can't come around. But you got to remember, I have a son. My oldest son is not biologically my son.
Mm-hmm.
His father, and I applaud my wife, who throughout this whole situation, there was never any conflict between me and his biological father.
Right.
We see today. We see each other today. It's what's up, man. Like, hey, bro. I ended up playing. I was at an event and I was playing, and all I heard was "yo," and I looked up. He happened to be at the same event, and my son wasn't there. You know what I'm saying? It was like, "What's up?"
That's being adults. That's being
right.
grown.
And what happens is, though, people, when you have children, and I am by no means the perfect father.
Mm-hmm.
I know that. You know what I'm saying? I've made mistakes, and I will continue to make mistakes. But when you're a father, or when you have children, your job is to, number one, allow them to be children, because that's the only way they're going to learn what to do and what not to do. When you force someone into a position sooner than they're ready, then you force them to make mistakes on a grander scale. And when they make those mistakes on a grander scale, they're much less likely to try again later on down the line.
Right.
So that's how you cultivate that mindset of I'm not good enough, that mindset of I can't do that, so why even try? Or that mindset of everything I do is going to be wrong anyway, so why do anything? Why listen to anybody? And that's wrong. And we do that to young men more often than not, especially from situations where moms, instead of mothering them, require them to be a leader before they're ready to be leaders.
Indeed. Yeah. And there's, again, you'll get no pushback from me on that one. I was cheerleader number one. So yeah, that, and I'm glad that there wasn't anyone who was disagreeing with that one, because that would have been me in the comments acting up. I thank all of you for doing that part, and if you did disagree with it, not saying anything, because that would have been that
was smart.
Yeah, that was really smart.
All right, so we got one more.
Okay, one more. We almost out of here. One more.
We almost out of here. One more. Here you go. Check this out. If you got a problem with your old lady and your thought process is not even to call your homeboy, I think it's healthy to be able to pick up a phone and you got somebody in your life that you trust explicitly, that you can have a conversation with about everything that's going on in your life, and you know it's not going to go past that. It's a rare breed when you have someone like that you can talk to. Number one, it should never be somebody of the opposite sex. Now, when you talk about your old lady, you can't go talk to another female about the problems that you have with your old lady. Number two,
you've got to know that even if you and this person fall out, that information doesn't ever go anywhere. Because you do know it's other niggas like you, right?
Right.
You do know it's other niggas watching that going, yeah, okay. And you know what he gonna do? Hey, listen, no disrespect, but I understand, and I'm here for you if you ever just need to talk. And you know what he gonna do? The first couple times, that's all he gonna do is just talk. And what he's gonna do is lay the groundwork so he knows that, you know what, she trusts me, and he might be genuine. He might be genuine, but guess what? It's all for one end. One end. And now what you've done is you've let another nigga take up residence in your wife's head and heart. And guess what? You're screwed.
Right.
Woo!
Because they gave them the roadmap
to the cookies, nigga.
And then it says, you say she's just a friend. And that is how it begins. So, fellas, if you're in a relationship, do not cry on another woman's shoulders about your lady, because the next thing you'll know is you GTD. Got the draws down. Bruh, that is truth. And I stand on that. I stand on that statement. I think it's cool. And we got a little bit of pushback from the Melanin Mindset girls because they referenced this clip.
Yeah.
They referenced that in the episode they were on, and they had it misconstrued. Let me see if I can clear this up a little bit. We were talking about men being emotional with other men. Mm-hmm. And then they referenced this clip. And I believe that the confusion comes in where I'm like, yes, you need to have another person that you can be 100% honest and open with. And I stand on that. But I'm not going to get on the phone and cry to you and be like, man, everything is going wrong. I don't know what to do. I might say something like that, but I'm not going to say it like that. Right. You know what I'm saying? Right. Like there's ways. And then sometimes you need to be able to just be like, bro, she's getting on my nerves. She done drove me crazy, or the job is going nuts, or I'm broke and things are going wrong, da-da-da-da-da. But again, men are usually solution driven. Right. So if I'm calling you and I'm telling you all this stuff, usually what your homeboy does, he says to you, he's like, how can we fix this? What are we going to do to make this right? If I got $50 on me, hey, I'm going to send you $50. This will get you through till tomorrow, and we can address some of the other stuff later. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're going to try and find a solution so we can fix that problem. We're not talking about crying and woe is me and the pity party thing, because we don't do that. We don't do the pity party thing. At least not any of the real men I know.
Not anyone. And that's what, and when you said solutions driven,
yeah,
I think every guy that I know who would open up to me and say, hey man, this was going on. Like, and I got a couple of homies that do, when they go through things with their old lady, they'll call me, be like, hey man, your sis tripping. Hey man, because it's mostly my homegirls or my homeboys. Like, we all one big family. So you know what I'm saying? Right. Hey man, your sis bugging, man. And he'll tell me what he did. And my thing with them is, nigga, this what you did, this what you did, this what you did. Stop doing this, stop doing this, stop doing this. And if it is something that she's actually bugging on, bro, you knew this beforehand. You knew. So we're going to work on how to get you through this time.
Right.
It's we're not going to sit there. We're not going to badmouth our women. We're not going to sit there and let you cry and tell me how bad hey, I lost my job. Okay. Trying to get another one. What you doing? You got your resume updated? Hey man, I know somebody over here that got, like, these are the things that we're going to do. We're not going to sit there and talk about how bad the last boss was. That shit does not matter. So, like you said, the emotional side, the woe is me side, I just need somewhere to cry. That ain't the place. This ain't the place to do it. This
not over here, right?
No, your homies are not the place to go cry. They say every man should have someone they can do that with. I agree. Have somebody you can go cry with. Just don't make it one of your homeboys. Make it your old lady. Right. And if you don't have old lady, call your mama, call your sister, call your auntie, call your cousin. Go find someone to cry.
Go get a therapist. Get a therapist.
100%. Yeah,
they get paid for that.
Because we definitely need to advocate for that also. Y'all need to go sit down and lay on somebody's couch and cry.
Salute to She Speaks Solutions.
Yes, listen, indeed.
Bro, there are things, and I had somebody tell me recently, somebody really close to me, and I'm not, y'all know who it is. I'm not going to disclose who it is, who recently started therapy, and I was extremely happy that they did.
not because I was always thinking, oh, you need therapy, but no, they told me why they were going to therapy and what they were, some of the things they were discussing in therapy, and I'm like, you know what, I never thought about it from that angle, and so I love this person,
Right.
This dude is my heart, so it's like, you know what, I'm glad my boy is getting that type of help and has that outlet, and then when he talks to me, we can talk solutions after he's emotionally gotten that off of him at the therapy session. Yes. And I think I always tell people, like in my job, people come and talk to me and they're like, oh, and I'm like, so when have you sought any mental health help? Have you talked to a therapist? Oh no, I like talking to you better. Hey, I ain't got no letters behind my name. I am not the one.
At all.
You do not. I'm not the one that you need to come in and talk to. I can't guide you through that. What I can guide you through is solutions. So if you got a specific problem, then I can address a specific problem. A therapist has been trained for that. So when it all boils down, what we need to do is, number one, we should be able to lean and depend on our male friends.
Yes.
To be able to brainstorm and seek solutions to get us, to help us progress. If you ain't got homeboys in your life that you can speak to about progressing, then you ain't got nobody in your life that needs to be there.
Right. And if you got a homeboy that's going to allow you to come over here to him for a pity party, that ain't your real homie. Because your real homie's going to get you up out of that real quick.
Yeah.
Real quick. Hey man,
it's time to get busy.
Because as a man, you don't have time to lay and wallow. We just don't. And
it's not a luxury we have.
Yeah. Y'all can say I'm wrong or not. And this ain't just black men. This is men, period. We don't have time to just lay and wallow. We've got to be up and finding out how to get through things.
I think Kia understood that a little bit differently because she understood it as well. He can't. That's why. And she had a point. I'm gonna give her this.
Mm-hmm.
She said that's why y'all die fat sooner. That's why y'all do this. And what it was is that I think she was thinking that it's like, well, you don't have an outlet at all.
Right.
We're not saying that.
Like, no, not at all. Not at all.
Right. There are ways that you should have an outlet.
And like you said it during that conversation, sometimes it's not even spoken. And you can get the biggest breath of relief off without even having to say a word. Get somewhere. Your homeboy can look at you, like, hey, man, just come to the crib. You can call him, be like, hey, man, what you got going on? He can hear it in your voice. I ain't got nothing, man. Come through. And you can just sit over there, like I got one of our people. Mm-hmm. He'll call me, like, man, you home? Yeah. Come through. Buddy will walk straight through my house, go sit in the back by the pool. Don't say a word to me. And I understand everything. I'll take him, hey, want a beer? Yeah, let me get one of them. All right, cool. Take him a beer, and I'll go back in my room. Me and my wife go hang out, but he just needs to get away. And sometimes you don't have to say a word, but it's just that knowing that you have somebody there that cares enough to let you get away and just be by yourself. Sometimes you just need to be around folks.
That's so important. And like a lot, silence speaks volumes.
It does.
And if I'm sitting there, like if you know I don't normally, like if I know you don't normally drink anything but a beer, 1 or 2 beers for the day, right? But then you come to my house and you sit down and you want a whiskey,
right,
and a cigar. Well, you know what? I know that might have been a tougher day, so we might sit and talk about some good times from the past.
Right.
Let's get this or some things that you've accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, you remember how we used to sit around and be struggling to get a sandwich, and now, man, we just ordered takeout. And that's the type of thing. Right. Sometimes a man just needs that. You know what? I used to be a whole lot worse off than this.
Yeah, and sometimes that's all it is. Sometimes that's all it is. Just needing that look back that they don't see. They don't see how far they've come because they're looking at how bad things are in that moment. But then when you can reminisce with somebody about how bad it used to be, and then you see how far you've come, that right there can change your whole mind. And it doesn't have to come with tears. It can come with a laugh.
Yes,
that's
sir.
How that thing comes with a laugh. When you were talking to me about riding around having to shake my car so we could get it to start. If there's when I go through bad times, like these are the things that I think about, like, bro, like I don't have what I wanted, but nigga, do you remember that? Nigga, I was riding around in a blue box Chevy, nigga, that would not start. We gotta shake that whole, and then now we ride, like, bro, like
Oh man,
Those
yeah.
were days. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's gonna
And
be
it
some
was
stories
days.
through these times that we gonna y'all will get some good stuff.
Look, bro, those were days, and we in different places at different times, and we were in some really bad situations. We've had some good times, some bad times, but you know what? Overall, life has been good.
Life has
Like
been really
overall,
good.
we
Yeah,
done took some real. I done took some real big L's,
major.
but I've also had some big dubs too. You
Right.
understand what I'm saying? I've
And there's
had
gonna
some.
be more. And I'm thinking, like, I'm just
Yeah,
looking forward to the dub, because I realized those L's didn't break me. So shit, this one ain't. Let's move. Let's
right.
get it to the next one. And I think that's what one thing I always tell the homies, like, you've been worse off than this.
Yeah,
It's been worse, right? Yeah, man, but there's no but. You made it past the worst day in your life and you made it here. So today can't be the one that's gonna take you out. And
and
if I
see,
can
and that
talk to my
right there.
homies that way,
Yeah,
ain't nobody
and
crying.
you see, look here. That right there leads to our game for the night, bro. Like, you survived everything that you thought was unsurvivable. We have all come through some really tough times. I don't care how old you are. I don't care if you're 15 or 55. You have come through some things that you thought you would never get through, and look at you today. Everything that you thought was going to kill you has not, so you win. When it all boils down, guys, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, moms, dads, when he left and you thought everything was going to go down, you still here. When she left you, you thought you were never going to fight, you still here. And if you're in the middle of something right now, you can still be here tomorrow. It's up to you. So the game for the night, man, do you stand on what you believe? Stay in your pocket. Keep pushing forward. Find somebody who's going to encourage you to move forward. Find somebody who's going to join you on that journey, and keep pushing. Because if you keep pushing, eventually something's got to give. Something's going to break free, and you'll come out better on the other end. The moment that you decide, the longer you wallow in self-pity, the longer it's going to take. The longer you cry about it, the longer it's going to take. So it's okay to feel sad, but keep moving. It's all right to cry when you by yourself, but keep moving. That's okay to go talk to somebody and try and get, but then keep moving. No matter what, keep moving. And that's my game for the night, man. Take it or leave it.
Take it or leave it. Straight up and down, fam. Straight up and
Yep.
down. They done survived 100% of their worst days so far. You can make
Yes,
it.
sir.
You'll make
Yes,
it.
sir. Well, we done had a lot of comments, man, and we looking for it. I'm sure we're gonna get a lot more on this one here too.
Yeah,
But,
man. Next month comes up, and we gotta see what y'all gotta say next month, because we gonna figure out. I'm not gonna piss y'all off this time. I'm not.
Yeah,
It's gonna be him. It's gonna be him. Ladies, again, if you look through the comments, if you look through the post, I'm on your side. Y'all always.
this is the first time. Nope. This is the first time in a long time that it seems like the majority of the women were actually agreeing with what I was saying.
Yeah.
Well, at least on some of the comments.
On some of them, yeah. Some of them, because I'm gonna get the Yas lady to come and visit you.
Oh, Jesus. I want her to come on. Hey, you are fully invited to come on, and we can have a conversation face to face. But anyway, man, listen, man, we ain't been canceled yet. So I guess we gotta do this again, bro.
See y'all again on next Wednesday.
Next Wednesday, 8 p.m. We'll see y'all then, all right?
All right, y'all. Peace. Love y'all.